start, we'll talk about PIQ first. So abbreviation doesn't matter, but you should know it stands for Personal Information Questionnaire, which includes everything about you, all kind of details about you that is possible, starting from your the very first thing you have filled your PIQ form. I had told you right before.
Yes, I
Just
have.
okay.
Sorry, sir.
Send me that PIQ after we finish off today. I'll have a look. I'll tell you how to fill that form. Why there is a huge importance that this particular form carries. So it includes everything about you, starting from your family, friends, education, school, college, your hobbies, interest, details of previous SSB attempts. It also includes that do you work, do you earn some money, and position and responsibilities held in school, group activities that you have participated in. ये सारी चीजें. So basically, for the interview, it it is it will tell the interviewer about you, what all things you have been doing. Schooling say it includes your marks and all that also. From which medium you have studied, so from which background you come from. It will tell everything about you to the interviewer, and based on this, he prepares a set of questions, or maybe based on the information provided by you, he will be asking you questions to know more about you, to verify things. Basically, his aim is to verify that if you have written that you have been the school captain, so are you are you telling the truth or you are lying? So he will verify it. He will give you some kind of task. He will ask you questions related to that, and you will be able to answer only if you have held that position in school.
Hmm.
If you lie, he will be able to catch you. He will not let you know when they talk. If some interviewing officer is talking to you, they'll keep a smile on his face always. He will be sitting like this. He'll talk, okay, 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 and he will just write things. Suppose you will tell him that he will give you a task. For example, he will give you a task to conduct morning assembly, or suppose you have to conduct a drawing competition for inter-house drawing competition in your school. So how will you organize things? So now when you start answering, and you forgot to mention that the notice board thing. So you had a notice board in your school.
Yes, sir.
So it was the first thing that anyone looks at for getting some new kind of notice, to get some information of what new activity is going to happen in school. So it is something very important thing in order to communicate with the entire school. So if you are the captain, or your house captain, school captain, CCA captain, so you will definitely know the importance of that notice board. So the very first thing that you will do is you'll put that information on the notice that we are going to conduct, the school is going to conduct so and so competition. So have you held any kind of responsibility
No, sir.
in your school? Okay, you haven't. So you were totally into academics, or you were into some sports also?
No, sir. What happened with me, I was in various sports. Like once I had played Kho for 1 year. In the next class, I shifted to handball, and then cricket. And then
Okay.
in 11th and 12th, I had played volleyball. So that's
Okay, it's a
that.
very good thing that you learn, different kind of sports. So he will be expecting, the interviewer will be expecting you to have basic knowledge of all the games, since you have played all the games. The role you have played, the role of captain in such games, basic rules of the game, how many players are there, dimensions of the fields. These are their hot favorite questions. So he will definitely ask you about all these things. Okay. And
So one thing like uh, I haven't mentioned this Kho and cricket in my PIQ because I'm not very aware of these games as of now.
it's fine,
As
it's up to you, but you should mention something that you have played for a good period of time, and you know things, then you should mention. And suppose he asks you, and what else you did in school, so you can say that I played kho also for some time, you must be having basic knowledge. And it is fine if you tell him verbally that, if you tell him vocally that yes sir, I have played this game, and but I haven't mentioned because of reason, because I played it for a very short time. He will ask you maybe very few question about it. But if you have mentioned that you played volleyball for 2 years, so he
Hmm.
will expect that you know the rules, regulation, the dimension of the field. You should have
Hmm.
good knowledge about the game, number of players in a team, and then what's the role of, how the stand, the formation in which they stand, the role of everyone, the role of service, basic rules.
Yes.
Then he may ask you the governing body of that game at international level, which is the best
Hmm.
team in the world, something like that. He can